Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Intoxicated Sports Report. I am Gage Smoji, and the man to my left, as always, Mr. Emerson Holloway Hip.
Yes, sir. It's a victory Wednesday on one half of this side of the podcast.
On one half. But we all suspected that because I'm good at guessing Cowboys losses.
You are on point. That was a tight game, which we're gonna dive into later. But
I was a little worried.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
A little worried about your team winning. Is that a hilarious concept?
It is. But when you have Mad Dog 2020,
yeah, on the line,
yeah, you have to root for your team to lose.
Cheers.
Ooh,
little Murphy's Law IPA from Original Pattern. We're getting a lot of pub on this podcast last few episodes.
They make good beer, though.
That's a fucking good IPA right there.
And made out of Oakland.
Yep.
So
strategically waited to pour my beer until after we were ready to go, so I couldn't spill it on my computer.
Very good call. But I'm glad your laptop is working.
Yeah, me too. It's a little, like the keys are a little sticky. Mm-hmm. Would it be psychotic of me to try to wash this thing off with water?
I guess it depends how much water you're talking about.
I mean, hit it just like with a quick just whoosh and like let it dry.
You might be better off. Like what I would do personally would probably rag water, a little washcloth, and kind of douse it, like kind of rub it back and forth a bit. Yeah. Maybe that even like a Lysol wipe.
I did like a disinfectant wipe on it, but the stickiness is like underneath the keys, which is the problem.
I wouldn't put water on it. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Anything, even stuff that can go in water.
Yeah.
Like, why would I put this in water?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like like an iPhone. Oh, this can go in water.
Right. But there's no point in testing it.
No.
If it happens, it happens.
I'm not putting electronics in water.
No.
So I wouldn't just like. You're talking about just putting it over the sink real quick.
Well, I don't know about that, but like maybe accidentally spilling some water on it, but on purpose. It's just like typing on this thing is a little bit of a. Like I did a lot of our outline on my phone
today,
like when I was doing it, yeah. Oh. And then just kind of edited.
Is it bothering you, the stickiness?
A little bit. It's just
because is it on the keys?
Because like it's not.
I can't tell from here.
Yeah, I don't know. It actually is feeling a little better, but maybe it's just because I'm unsticking them by finally using it a little bit.
I mean, I guess what you could say is. You already spill a full.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Glass of beer, a full glass of beer on it. What could water really hurt it anymore?
That's what I'm saying. It's like either I got to live with a sticky keyboard for the rest of this computer's life, or I just say fuck it and try something out.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, but just thought I'd throw that out to people.
Okay. Fair enough.
Enough of that BS.
Yes.
But
look
we're
at us.
back 2 weeks later.
Yeah, now we're gonna be back. Is it weekly now?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to.
Yeah, I just felt like, it was good to take a week off. We watched
first week jitters out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. I would have loved to have made NFL picks week one, but that's all good.
We could have.
We could have. Yeah, we could have. But nonetheless, here we are. Shall we jump in?
Go for it.
Here we are, talking about the Giants. We said we were going to be done with them. What are they doing? They're just sucking us back in like I said they would.
Where was this play in July, in August? That's when we needed it the most.
Yep.
But we love our team.
Here to support.
We're here to support, and we're riding this wave right now.
When the Giants were kind of struggling in August, I kind of told myself, I was like, okay, I guess I'll be happy if they are like around 5 games back heading into September, which I think that's exactly what they were. And here we are. They've won now 13 of the last 17 games, and they're 2 games back at the Mets for the last playoff spot. So I guess I'm getting what I wish for.
Is it technically 3 back since they don't own the tiebreaker?
I would agree with that. Yes, they gotta win the spot outright, which kind of sucks. I miss the game 163. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah. And who the Giants play this 3-game home series?
The Doyers. And they got another 4-game series with them in a couple weeks too.
I know the Dodgers. We were talking about earlier. They're not playing how we thought they would. I thought they were going to win 100 games. Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But do I love that the Giants' playoff hopes kind of somewhat rely on them beating the Dodgers? No, not at all.
Well, yeah, it's not a great position to be in. Yeah, this 2 games back is a little deceptive for the first point you said about the Mets having the tiebreaker, and the second point being that we played the Dodgers 7 times out of the last. I'm not going to do the quick math, but I think it's like 16 or 17 games.
Don't love it.
Yeah, it's not great.
But this is just this is how it is.
Yep.
Nothing easy, right?
Yeah.
Like your boy Zaza said.
Right. We got to give Willie Adames a shout out because I think we talked about him maybe getting to 30 home runs, and he's 2 away.
He's close.
Gonna
He
be-
didn't hit one today.
He did not hit one today, and the Giants obviously are looking for the first 30 home run hitter in a season since Barry Bonds. So
2007.
2000. Well, he
Six?
did it in 2004 was the last time.
4.
Yeah, because like he got close to 30 in those last couple of years, but didn't do it.
You know what's amazing? Buster Posey played for the Giants, retired, became the president of baseball ops, and in that time, no one hit 30 bombs in a season for the Giants.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess it tells you. I mean, even when Barry was with the team, like I would say Jeff Kent and I think Richard Rillia did it one year. Was the only other guys to hit 30. Mm-hmm. So it's not an easy thing to do.
Because Belt got close.
Belt got close. He got 29. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen other guys get like 26, 27, but yeah.
Well, it's amazing too, in my opinion, from Adames' standpoint, because I think we can kind of all agree that his season to start for the Giants wasn't that great. So it's really nice to see him pick it back up.
Exactly. Yeah, I would agree. Like it's kind of he's starting to validate the contract to some degree. I mean, he's like the numbers overall are still like modest, but yeah, the fact that he's been on a tear since like middle of July.
But he seems to play good enough on both sides, and he's a great locker room guy. That's the kind of guy I want on my team and who I'd want to play for and play with.
Right. Rafi Devers also coming around with the bat. He's been hitting a lot of home runs.
Who does have 30, but doesn't count because he played for the Red Sox prior or this season.
Right, I would agree. Fucking Drew Gilbert.
Drew Gilbert.
Been a revelation. You know what's crazy about this, and like I'm probably going to jinx it by saying this, but we got Drew Gilbert from the Mets in the Tyler Rogers trade.
Okay.
At the trade deadline this year.
All right.
So wouldn't it be somewhat ironic if we chased down the Mets and Drew Gilbert was kind of like
the catalyst?
Eddie Driver Bunny, the catalyst, whatever you want to call it for this run.
Do you like how he's acting in the dugout and that kind of thing?
You know what? It's fun because they're winning, but I will say that it could be a little tiresome and exhausting if the Giants weren't playing well, and that's how he was acting.
I also don't think that he'd be acting this way if they were losing.
I would agree with that as well.
Because if he did, he'd be an idiot.
Yeah.
Saw Drew Gilbert's first career home run, by the way.
Yeah, you were there. That man.
He's funny.
He's funny. He's like, I mean, he's acting like a kid that's still in college, which I think is fun because he's a rookie and
and he's got
his first taste.
Maybe 22.
I think he's 24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah,
Okay,
but still young. Yeah.
No, it's fun. It kind of brings a new juice, a youngness to the clubhouse.
No doubt.
And as long as they keep winning, I don't mind him doing it.
Yeah.
Just don't start doing it. Don't do it when you start losing.
Exactly.
Because he used to look like an idiot.
Yeah. But the Giants have been on a roll, and I think it's been working. Yeah. I mean, good energy in the locker room.
Well, I guess you could say we've only been seeing this recently because they have been winning. Because when he first got to the Giants, he wasn't doing this.
No, and he was struggling. He was like, I want to say he was one for his first 20 at bats to start his career. Yeah. But it's been nice to see him turn it around.
Well, even to start his career, I think in his first game, he had a play in right field where he slipped but managed to catch the ball.
Yeah.
He kind of seemed like he was klutzy at first. Or
maybe a little nervous.
Nervous for sure, playing the big leagues for the first time. It's nice to see, though. Yeah. He's fun. That number 61 has got to go.
Hopefully next year they get him a fresh number.
Yeah, if he stays with the Giants, GTG 61. Sorry.
I would agree.
Still Logan Webb, my bold prediction. You still got to change yours, too. Still got to happen.
What if the Giants just became famous for guys with numbers in the 60s? Like, that was all their star players. Like all the Yankees with their numbers in the single digits.
That'd be disgusting. That'd be disgusting. I'm just not a fan.
No, I would.
I mean, 61.
61 is definitely like a September call up. Like this guy is barely getting his first cup of tea kind of number. You know?
Exactly.
Giants got a little spicy in Colorado with that little benches clearing situation. I would say Kyle Freeland kind of soft pitcher for the Rockies. Obviously, Devers pimped that thing, that home run. Did it warrant what? I mean. Okay, like showing a guy up is one thing, but none of what Devers did was directed towards the pitcher.
It's nothing that we haven't seen before. I think it's a microcosm of how the Rockies have played this whole season is probably just it all came together for the pitcher at that moment about how like, man, I'm on this team that I think at the time was 39 and 100.
Yeah, I mean they're by far the worst team in baseball right now. Yeah.
And so I'd be pissed off too. And I think I've seen batters do much worse.
Oh, 100%.
And pitchers not do anything at all.
Yeah, I would agree.
I just think it's because they're on such a bad team.
Yeah,
and he's probably just tired of the bullshit. I would be too.
Right. I mean,
he's getting paid millions, however much he's getting paid.
Right.
You know what I mean, maybe even league minimum, probably more than that.
Yeah.
But still, it's like you still want to win. Like the money's the money, but at the end of the day, you still want.
Yeah.
You're a competitor. You want to win. So when you see someone hit a tank off you, because it was.
Yeah, it was a missile.
And pretty much rubbing your face. I can understand getting pissed off, but I don't. I think he took it a little too far. It was almost. Bumgarner talking to Max Muncy about get out of the fucking water or whatever he said.
100%. Which, it's easy to, be biased to your own team. And, of course, in the moment when the Bumgarner-Muncy situation happened, or even, what he would do it to Puig, too. Muncy wasn't alone in being verbally attacked.
And I think we were okay with that because it's the Giants-Dodgers.
That's part of, a little bit part of the rivalry.
Giants-Rockies doesn't have the same kind of cachet as Giants-Dodgers.
Not the same juice at all. But, yeah, I mean, Kyle Freeland, veteran guy, probably sick of being on this shitty team, and maybe also trying to set a tone for some of the younger players on that Rockies team too.
Yeah, set the tone for next season, boys.
Yeah, I just think it's funny too for him. He didn't even get an out, and he got kicked out of the game. It's like you kind of fucked your team up.
Yeah. So did Matt Chapman serve a suspension already?
So apparently his hearing is tomorrow for the suspension because he appealed.
Yes.
Because I've literally searched it up 3 or 4 times trying to figure out if he's going to get suspended or not. So yeah, unfortunately it's not till tomorrow. And then, of course, we have the Dodgers this weekend, and it's probably going to get upheld, is what it sounds like. So, great.
When we need him the most.
Exactly.
For the team that we need to beat the most.
I'd rather he just missed that game against Colorado. Although he did hit 2 home runs in that game.
I love that. And, of course, he did that.
Yeah.
Didn't he hit a home run in the next game, too?
I think he did, in St. Louis, yeah.
A lot like Michael Jordan said. He took it personal.
He took it personal, yeah.
It's funny how sports and karma and baseball works. Mm-hmm. I mean, that kind of thing.
But yeah, Giants they're back in the thick of it. See what happens. They got it. I mean,
sorry, go.
They really can't lose more than 3 of those 7 games against the Dodgers, which kind of sucks. But
it sucks. Yeah. Did you write off the Giants completely at any point during this skid that they were on?
I think my quote was, "I'm not done watching the Giants, but I'm not going to let them piss me off anymore."
That's right.
Yeah,
I think that's a great way to put it because I think I'm the same way. I'll always watch the Giants, but I think after what they went through, that really bad skid, told myself, I mean, I got really no skin in the game at this point.
Right.
That's how much faith I didn't have in them.
Yeah. I think my tone has changed a little bit. In late August, I think they were very low on my priority list. I used to, and for the most part, when the Giants are interesting, I make a point to watch the game if I can.
Yeah. Of course.
And then it turned into okay, I'll watch it if it's convenient. And now I'm back to where I'll kind of make a point to watch if it's convenient again. But yeah, they've sucked me back in, those fuckers.
It is annoying.
Yeah.
It really is because it's
because here's the reality.
I let you go.
Yeah.
And now you're oh, you want me back?
Yeah. The reality is they're going to miss the playoffs.
I think so.
And we're going to have gone through this thinking that they were going to do it.
Is it something to hang your hat on, maybe as a fan, though, that they could maybe end the season on a decent run, miss the playoffs, but maybe have something to go into looking into next season?
I don't hate that idea, having some momentum going into next year. But yeah, I mean, I will give them this. Outside of 2021, so we'll just put that aside. Since 2016, this is the deepest into the season that they've been relevant.
Yeah.
Outside of the one season in 2021, which was just a magical miracle season.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, this is the deepest into the season they've been relevant. So that's something to be said. So I think you could argue that this team is worth building around going into the offseason, at the very least.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we shit the bed the rest of the year, and we're going to be talking differently next time we're on this podcast. But that's I think that's a factor.
That 2016 postseason against the Cubs, that NLDS was tough.
They should have beat the Cubs, and the Cubs won the World Series.
The Giants should have at least made it to the championship series.
I mean, Johnny Cueto in game.
Because didn't that go 5 games and they blew it?
Yeah, Johnny Cueto in game 2 was lights the fuck out. Hung a slider to Javi Baez, and the Giants lost 1-0. And then the Giants
was that the home run where it barely went over like the cars in left field?
No, that was in Chicago.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking of a different. I mean, I'm thinking of maybe a different series.
Yeah, there was a home run that Jake Arrieta hit off Bad Bun in that series too. I think that's the one you're probably thinking of.
I think so.
And then yes, of course, Matt Moore threw the game of his life, and then they took him out after 8 innings of great baseball, and the Giants bullpen imploded. So yeah, there was 2 games that they lost that they should have
That was
won.
tough.
Yeah,
that was tough. That made me hate the Cubs, or not hate, but just dislike the Cubs for a few years.
there was a little disdain over that. Also, let's say the Giants lose that game that Johnny Cueto pitched great in. He was going to come back and pitch Game 5. That would have been the deciding game if the Giants were able to just fucking figure it out and with the bullpen and close out Game 4. But of course, didn't happen. All right, enough reminiscing.
That's what we do best.
Yeah, moving on to college football. We're going to recap Week 1. Which we had some great matchups, of course. First being number 3 Ohio State beating number 1 Texas 14-7. Not a great game offensively for either team. Tough day for Arch in his not his debut necessarily, but first game of the season, first real road test. Just 170 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I mean, he did get them back in that. He had some really rough throws, but also some dimes that make you think that there's a lot of potential there. So I wouldn't put too much stock into this performance, but I think Texas fans obviously wanted a little more there.
Of course, and I've said this before. First game of the season against the national champs. I know they're missing a few guys.
They had a lot of guys move on. Texas did too, though.
I think it's a tough ask. And it's much like how when we get to the Cowboys, you're asked to go on the road, first game of the season against the champs.
Yeah.
When the banner or whatever is getting dropped with a quarterback who hasn't really proven much of anything.
No.
Not saying Dak Prescott hasn't proved anything, but for this situation only.
Right.
I thought it was a tough ask, and I thought Texas was going to lose worse than this. To me, 14-7. As a Texas fan, and I know we hate throwing around moral victories, but you can tell yourself, hey, we lost only by 7, and yes, it was an ugly game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a blowout like at least I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I don't know if I look too much about the actual result rather than this kind of actually doesn't mean anything for Texas. It's not a conference loss, so winning the conference is still very much on the table. It's first game of the year. It's it is a close loss to a highly ranked team. I mean, Ohio State's now number 1, rightfully so. So I think it's and like you said, it's that's a lot to ask of a young quarterback to go on the road against a great team right out the gate and have a lot of success. So I think if anything, they can just build off this. They kind of know where they're at very early in the year, which I think is a lot of teams don't get that luxury. And they played a really good team, pretty tough. Their defense was good, so they got a lot to build off, and then they know also what they need to work on. So I think they're in a good position going forward.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, I agree.
Another top 10 matchup was number 9 LSU beating number 4 Clemson 17-10. Clemson could not move the ball on the ground. 31 rushing yards on 20 attempts.
Jeez.
Also, Cade Klubnik, who's supposed to be, super senior quarterback, not very good. Wasn't very good this past week, which we'll get into again. But pretty underwhelming for Clemson. Still a long season left, but nice win for LSU on the road there.
Yeah.
Also, Florida State pulled the big upset on number 8 Alabama, 31-17. Florida State ran all over Alabama. And this is kind of why I was I'm out on Kalen DeBoer as head coach of Alabama. I just don't think it's the right fit.
I don't think you're the only person that thinks that.
Alabama does not give up 230 rushing yards to an unranked team. I know Florida State's ranked now, but that just doesn't happen.
That's a great point. That's a great point. This would not happen. I'm going to be that guy. This would not happen under Nick Saban's watch.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
it would
100%.
not happen under Nick Saban's watch.
Yeah. So I don't think this is it with Alabama. I don't know if he's getting fired this year, but I wouldn't be shocked.
But so I know Alabama. It's in college football aspect. Kind of, I would say it's like the Lakers, Cowboys, Yankees. Like that's where they are.
Yeah, maybe the modern day Patriots, if you will.
That kind of thing. Yeah. So you could say maybe they could have anybody they want as head coach, but who do you think if they do fire DeBoer that they should go after, or what do you think would be a good fit?
That's a great question. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting candidates out there.
Well, and I think a lot of candidates like you can probably have their pick of the litter,
right?
Who aren't like NFL top tier head coaches or that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean the thing that I've heard, through sports talk and whatnot is that currently Alabama is not suited for the NIL era where having booster money and NIL money is really important because they're just not that kind of program. They're not that kind of school.
Yeah.
So maybe they're actually not the most attractive job to like the best candidate out there currently. Obviously, they have the history, like you mentioned, but I'm not sure where they would go. I mean, Nick Saban's not coming back. So.
Could you maybe, if things don't work out with UNC, could you maybe try to get Bill Belichick out there?
That would be interesting, but I think that's so far down the line because
I don't know what his contract is or anything like that with UNC.
I'm sure he could get out of it whenever he wanted, and he would just have to not eat the money,
I mean, you could maybe like a Dion. I'm not sure if I buy him. I mean, he's a good coach.
I could also see him being like, I mean, obviously he went to Florida State and he kind of be like F Bama in a way. Not that they're rivals, but
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I'm not sure. I know there's some stuff on social media put out about potential future Alabama coaches, and John Gruden was on there, which I thought was hilarious.
I did see that too. I think that could work.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think him as a college coach would be interesting because he is that kind of like rah-rah guy that a lot of college coaches tend to be because they can get away with it with 18 to 21-year-olds.
Well, I think he loves the game so much, and loves the coach that he's willing to go sit on the couches at people's houses and say, "I want your son to play for me." He
would put in that kind of effort.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. How good of a coach is John Gruden? Not to go too far off the wheels.
He rode the coattails of Tony Dungy's Buccaneers team to the Super Bowl. Is that kind of your point?
Part of my point. I mean, does anyone think of him as like a schematic mastermind of any sorts? No.
When I think of John Gruden, I think of those fucking Chucky dolls that Raiders fans had. That's all I think of when I think of John Gruden. I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. Was good with the Raiders. Like I said, Tampa. Like, was it his team or was it kind of like a Barry Switzer, Jimmy Johnson type deal?
Got handed a
really, really Hall of Fame littered team.
Right. Just like Jeff Fisher did with Sean McVay.
Yeah. You mean vice versa?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Well, it's interesting. Is it kind of like the Doc? Is he like the Doc Rivers of football?
That's another good one. Yeah, good comp.
Because Doc Rivers has been riding that 2008 NBA Finals forever.
Yeah.
Because he had 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I mean he was handed a team. Yeah, no question.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, from Week 1, number 10 Miami beat number 6 Notre Dame 27-24. I would say the difference was the turnover battle. Miami won that 2-0. They also held my Heisman pick to like 30 yards rushing and Jeremiah Love. Not a great game, from an entertainment standpoint, but it came down to the wire. Notre Dame actually got themselves back in the game, and Miami had to win with a late field goal. But
did you watch a majority of these games?
Let's see. Well, I did watch most of Ohio State and Texas. We had Miami Notre Dame on after we got back from Danny's birthday Giants game situation.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
We weren't really watching because we were playing some die.
Yeah.
but yeah, some fun stuff. Week 1, Week 2 recap. Not a great slate like Week 1, but The one ranked matchup was number 18 Oklahoma versus number 15 Michigan.
Boomer
Sooner got the W, 24-13. OU quarterback John Mateer, who's transferred from Washington State. Go Cougars.
You love Cougars.
Don't tell my mom. 270 passing yards, 74 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns. I mean, he was the offense, basically.
It's a nice day.
That's a real nice day.
That's a nice day.
I know Nick's feeling a lot better about his Sooners after that win.
I'm sure he is, but he's also can be.
Oh, he's definitely.
I'm sure he has pessimism about everything because
Uh-huh.
any kind of sports that he likes, which is Niners and OU
Yeah.
and the Giants. Sorry, I won't short him on the Giants.
He's not wrong, though. Like, their schedule in the SEC on paper so far is going to be brutal.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can.
No, he did send us that screenshot.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, if they're 9-3 and they win some of those games against some of those ranked matchups and play some of the other ranked teams well and still lose, they could find themselves into the playoffs.
You went to a game at that stadium, right?
Yeah.
Is it decent? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
it's a nice stadium. I don't know how old it is, but no, yeah, it was definitely a good college atmosphere.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience, I haven't been to like any big time college football games in my life other than that one, but yeah, definitely a good atmosphere.
Stanford?
I think the best
Went to
Stanford
Stanford,
game
Oregon?
atmosphere. I mean,
Notre
definitely,
Dame, maybe?
definitely a couple good Oregon games, but yeah, the Notre Dame game where Stanford beat them on a walk-off field goal. That was the best Stanford game I've ever been to.
Yeah.
That was pretty legit. Number 16 Iowa State beat Iowa 16-13 in the Cy-Hawk game. Really brutal game to watch. These teams stink. These teams are real bad. The Iowa Hawkeyes have just been perennial ugly football on offense for a long time.
Remember when we liked them?
I try
Do you-
to support,
do you still-
but
you still try to pull for
I mean,
them?
I watched the game intentionally, but it was a tough watch.
I mean, Iowa will always have a soft spot in my heart, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
It's hard for me to claim college teams. We know this.
Yeah, I mean, less than 500 total yards. That's ugly. That's ugly. And I mean, credit to Iowa State's kicker. He hit a 54-yarder with under 2 minutes left to win the game. He did it last year to them too.
I don't. Can I say this? I don't like how this game is being played week 2, the Battle of Iowa.
Well, they're not in the same conference anymore, so that's
I don't care.
yeah.
Because
You would think they could find a way to put it at the end of the year.
right.
But I know the Big Ten has like the biggest TV contract, so I'm sure,
this just doesn't.
the networks are to take over in that situation.
Can you understand what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
Week 2, Iowa State versus Iowa. It just
Yeah.
seems like, and obviously, none of these teams are powerhouses by
Yeah.
any stretch. We're playing this game week 2. What happened to the game I love?
Yeah, I do know that Iowa has other big rivals too, like Minnesota and I think there's another one that I'm forgetting. I think Minnesota's their next biggest, and maybe it's actually bigger than Iowa State for them. I don't know, but
You could be right. I just
Yeah.
you see Iowa
But I
State,
agree.
Iowa.
yeah, I know that's a big rivalry.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah. We also had some big upsets this past week. Mississippi State beat number 12 Arizona State 24-20.
Go Dogs.
Do you know about their tradition, Mississippi State, that is, of tearing down field goal posts and throwing it in apparently, I would guess, the Mississippi River?
I think I've heard of it. Yes.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. Apparently, it's such a tradition that they now make their field goal post tearaway, so they don't take the whole thing. They just take like one part and they'll chuck it in the river.
That's kind of fun. Though.
It's kind of
I
funny.
mean, I like how the school has welcomed it with open
They
arms.
just take it. Yeah, they don't fight it. They're just like, all right, this is what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. We also had South Florida beating number 13 Florida 18-16. I believe that was on a walk-off field goal as well. Gator chomp. And last but not least, number 17 SMU went down to Baylor in double overtime. I actually did watch the end of this game. 48-45, big score. Not a good look for the ACC. SMU losing the ranked team. We got some nice matchups this coming weekend. Number 6 Georgia at number 15 Tennessee. South Florida now up to number 18, so they're in the rankings. They're playing number 5 Miami. That's a big ACC matchup for Miami. Number 16 Texas A&M at number 8 Notre Dame to round it out. That should be a fun one. I'm kind of curious about Notre Dame. They got that young quarterback. I don't know if they're. I mean, this will be a good test for them. Figure out where they're at. And we'll wrap it up with the ACC update. Miami is now up to number 5 after that big win against Notre Dame. And like I said, they're hosting number 18 South Florida. South Florida might give them a run. They look pretty good. And I know you love Carson Beck. So.
Wait, where'd that come from?
I think you mentioned him last time we were on.
He just... I mean, I'm not saying I look like George Clooney, but Carson Beck's kind of...
No, he's definitely...
Not really a looker.
No, definitely not. We also got Florida State up to number 10 after beating Bama, and they had a massive win against a Cupcake this past weekend as well. So, yeah, big move for them. It's so funny because they were so bad last year. Kind of out of nowhere, right? Yeah. And now I guess they're relevant again. Well, I guess we'll see when they actually play someone good again. But, yeah. Clemson also has fallen to number 12 after that first week loss to LSU, and they also struggled to beat Troy, of all teams, on Saturday.
Troy.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear that name, I always think of the movie Troy.
I do love that they have the sword for the...
And I've never seen Troy, the movie. Have you?
I have not.
With Brad Pitt, I believe.
Is he the guy?
Yeah, I think so. I can't say I've seen Troy. Not against it, just haven't seen it.
Yeah. North Carolina, Bill Belichick off to an underwhelming start. They got roasted by TCU in week 1, and they beat Charlotte 20-3 last week. Probably should have beaten by more than that, if we're being honest about them. But.
So, speaking of UNC, I have a potential bowl prediction.
Oh!
I want to ask you if it's bold.
Okay.
I think Bill Belichick will not finish the season at UNC.
Oh!
Is it bold?
That's pretty bold. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I don't know if it doesn't matter if he steps down, gets fired. I just think he's not going to finish the season at UNC.
Yeah, you want me to lace you up?
Absolutely. That's what we do around here, right?
Yeah. What do you want? You want
the least harsh.
something sweet?
Actually, no, it's a lie. What do you have?
You want you want something rough? You want some of this? We've had this before.
No, do you have tequila?
I do have tequila.
Yeah, I'll take tequila.
Okay.
I was just kidding. Well, because I think we talked about this bowl prediction, and you kind of thought it wasn't bold, and then, so that's why I wanted to float it to you.
I guess I didn't. Maybe I didn't think you were talking about before the season ended.
Yeah, I think before the season ends, he's done. He's out.
So does that include? I guess I'll take a little baby with you.
There you go.
Might as well. So like if let's say they go 6-6 and they make a bowl game, but he steps down before the bowl game, does that count?
Is that still the season?
I don't because a lot of times like coaches will get fired or hired before the bowls happen. That's kind of why I say that. I think to me your prediction should have to be like before the last game of the regular season.
Okay, so should I say Bill Belichick won't finish the season at UNC before bowl season?
Won't finish. Just say won't finish the regular season.
Won't finish the regular.
Yeah, because I would say bowl season counts as like post. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
mean, I get where you're coming from.
First game was underwhelming. Second game, you said they won, correct?
Yeah, but it was. I mean, they played Charlotte and they won 20-3. I mean, 3, sure, good defense, whatever, against Charlotte though.
Yeah.
And you only put up 20. I think the funny thing too is that game against TCU, they scored, I think, on their first drive, up 7-0. 41 unanswered points for TCU. That's brutal.
All right, so cheers.
Yeah.
To Bill Belichick getting canned or whatever.
Whew. That's fine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cal. They're up to 2-0 start. 2-0.
That was easy.
Yeah. Beat Oregon State, former conference foe, 34-15, and they beat Texas Southern. Nothing special there, but 35-3. Yeah. So outscoring their opponents 69-18.
Nice
number.
I want to say about Cal's quarterback, I'm not even going to attempt his name. I know you're better at this
I saw it and I was like, I'm giving up right away.
Sorry, I apologize to the listeners. You look it up and tell me if you can say it.
Yeah, exactly.
This man, this kid, or whatever,
young
man, can throw the football.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play.
It looks pretty.
Yeah,
I was texting Scott Erickson about it. He was bricked.
Is he like a transfer from somewhere, or has he been developed through the program? Do you know?
Scott was telling me that the quarterback of Cal had gotten offers from Oregon and Georgia,
Oh,
and he chose Cal.
interesting.
And I think we talked about he probably chose Cal because he was going to get automatic playing time out of the gate
Ah,
rather than if I had to take a guess.
Yeah,
out of
okay.
Oregon or Georgia.
Okay.
But honestly, when I watch him play, and it feels like kind of a cop out because he's a lefty.
Yeah.
he looks like Michael Penix. The way he's able just to drop in wherever he wants.
Yeah.
I was impressed, and I've only seen a handful of plays from him. I haven't watched a full game, front to back.
right.
But from what I see, he looks like
I might have to check out some highlights.
he throws a pretty ball, and he could throw it in a really tight window.
Okay.
And he's a freshman, I believe.
All right. So they got something to work with.
I think for Cal, it could be the fact that he's still so young and has still more time to play before the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Might hurt them because of the transfer portal. So we'll see.
So can I throw out a prediction that Cal's going to be favored by at least 3 touchdowns when they play Stanford in the game?
I mean, is that a bold prediction?
I'm not saying bull. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing out the prediction.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we'll get to Stanford, but BC's getting, 12.5
Yeah.
on the road against your Stanford Cardinal?
I'm not shocked. Yeah, Stanford's 0-2. Moving on. Conference play in the ACC begins this week. We got NC State, Wake Forest tomorrow, both 2-0. Little Thursday night football action.
Mm-hmm.
And then Boston College at Stanford. And last but not least, number 12, Clemson at Georgia Tech, who was undefeated. I think that's going to be an interesting test for Clemson.
Okay.
It might be on upset alert here. Actually, you know what? I'll throw down a little BP. Georgia Tech's going to win.
Going to beat Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. A quick bowl prediction. Those
Just
are rare.
On the fly.
On the fly, I like it. I'll take a halfie with you.
Yeah. Do you want tequila or do you want this?
I'll take that.
Do you want to know what that is?
It's better than tequila, I'm sure.
Averna. I've had this before. I've never bought a bottle.
Beats Clemson this week. Don't know how to spell Clemson, apparently.
Georgia Tech's with the Hornets. Is that right?
Yep.
Shout out to Chris Paul. Or no, Wake Forest.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan also went to Wake
Wake
Forest.
Forest, yeah.
Shout out Calvin Johnson.
There you go.
Yes? Am I right?
I think so. Good call.
Gonna do some fact checking real quick.
There's Georgia Tech. Who else went to Georgia Tech? I do get them confused with Wake Forest as well. Now that I think
Because
about
they
it.
kind of got similar colors, same conference.
Yeah, I think you're right on.
Calvin Johnson, Georgia Tech.
Nice.
You know, it's crazy that he went to a school like that and was the number 2 overall pick. Because they're not a powerhouse by any means. I mean, he had some monster numbers in college, but 15 touchdowns in his junior season.
That's good.
Yeah.
For college.
I think Georgia Tech's pretty well known for running like weird, like a kind of running style offense, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right.
Nice
the
little
Hornets.
quick bowl prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than tequila.
That's kind of good.
That is good.
It's like chocolatey or something.
Have you not had this before?
I've had it before. It's been a while, but it's good. Yeah.
Amaro
Averna.
Averna.
Yeah, classic.
Siciliano. I like that.
Dirty Sicilians.
So Stanford, you don't give them any chance to win this week?
No.
Like percentage. Like give me a percentage.
1.
Okay.
Better than 0.
I was gonna say don't say 0. Don't say 0.
1% chance.
Are they gonna win a game? How many did you give them?
Dude,
2?
I gave him 3. I'm not feeling great about that. Their quarterback sucks.
That could also be a bold prediction.
So we talked about. I mentioned Elijah Brown, who's the incumbent quarterback. I think he might be playing this week.
yeah.
Yeah, because your boy Gilbranson's snaking it up. Yeah,
They might try to find a way to get Andrew Luck back in the huddle.
dude, that'd be sweet.
Do they retire numbers at Stanford?
Yeah, I believe 7 is retired. That might be the only one. John Elway, and I don't know if Toby Gerhardt was also a part of that.
Do you
But-
think Andrew Luck number should be retired?
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know if he's John Elway as far as like the status.
Well, no, I mean, there's
Although, like
when
Andrew
you,
Luck's a 2-time Heisman finalist. John Elway, I don't think was anywhere close to the Heisman.
do you think they retired John Elway's number because of what he did for the NFL?
Like, yeah,
Just the aura.
totality of his career.
Because you could debate when you talk about NFL quarterbacks and just names like John Elway. It's just such it's such a name. It's such a prestige.
Right. Because he was like the ultimate, like, the talent guy, you know? Like, he just jumped out the page. At least, and Dan Marino's kind of
Yeah.
the same way.
But no,
But there's other guys that were winners, like Joe Montana, obviously, and
well, Elway won. but it took a long
Staubach,
time.
and I think
How many did John Elway go to 5 Super Bowls?
Yeah,
Lost his first 3. That's
yeah,
brutal. Dude.
and I think got
Blown out.
blown out in all of them. I don't think he was close in any of them.
And I don't even know what the score was for those 2 that they did win back to back.
I kind of want to say they were closer. They beat the Falcons
They
Packers
might-
and the Falcons.
They might have smoked the Packers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd be
exactly.
curious to know.
Anyways.
Yeah.
On to the NFL Week 1 recap. Opening night, Eagles versus my Cowboys. Like I said, Gage's guarantee, which is now 1-0 on the season. The road to 5-0 starts all right now. Let's
Yeah.
go. Eagles beat the Cowboys 24-20. Jalen Carter ejected before the first play of scrimmage
Clown.
for spitting on Dak Prescott. But what I will say is I don't think Dak Prescott is completely in the right in this situation. Because we didn't find this out until later in the game when there was a replay. But you notice Dak Prescott, who was in the middle of his huddle, so there's a circle around him, and he goes past his lineman to spit because he doesn't want to spit on his lineman.
Right.
Totally understandable. Spits towards Jalen Carter, and I don't know how far Jalen Carter was. I'd probably guess it's somewhere between the 5-8 yard range in front of him. Spits towards him, or spits down, what obviously be towards him.
It's somewhat in his
In his
direction.
area.
Yeah.
Looks at Jalen Carter, smiles, kind of does like a wink and like a head nod.
Yeah.
That to me is provoking.
A little bit, but like
What else could it be? Do you think he spit and looked at Jalen Carter, was like, gave him like the head nod to say, "What's up, bro? Like, what's up, that?"
Well, I think he saw Jalen Carter crossing the ball where the line of scrimmage was supposed to be, and spit, and then looked up and was like, "Hey, bud, like you ready to ready to go?" Blah blah blah. I don't think.
I mean,
I don't think the spit was. I really don't think Dak's spit was intentionally towards Jalen Carter. I really don't.
I kind
I
of
can understand
the way
people's-
the way it looked. I disagree. Although it's hard because I don't think. I mean, Dak Prescott's so good at the podium and so good just in front of people, and just seems like a good guy overall. But obviously, when you're in the game, when you're in the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
way different.
Also, like, I maybe there's another camera angle that I haven't seen, but the only camera angle I've seen of Dak spitting is directly on, and so you can't really tell how close Jalen Carter is to him.
That's the only one I have seen.
Yeah.
But Jalen Carter, for him to have spit on Dak Prescott, he had to have been close. I think.
Yeah, I would, to justify it, yeah, but realistically, I don't think there's any justification for spitting literally on someone.
No, I think what Jalen Carter did was just not like you have to know the situation and know better than that.
Yeah, 100%.
And Jalen Carter, I would guess, is still pretty young. I guess he's probably not even 25.
This is his third year now, so yeah, probably maybe 25. Yeah.
Still a young guy. Still maybe have to learn that kind of thing. And especially doing it when like the referee is right in front of you. That was also like
just overall bad judgment.
If Dak Prescott did it on purpose, did he do it at the perfect time when maybe a referee won't notice? Yes, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
That's him being a vet, him knowing his surroundings.
Yeah.
And Jalen Carter just probably saw that and said, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
And spit on him. And do I condone spitting on anybody? Like spitting towards somebody is one thing,
Yes.
which is still disrespectful.
Maybe.
Can be.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
spitting on somebody is like one of the biggest forms of disrespect that's nonverbal.
Yes. I would agree.
So I don't think it was just bad judgment by Jalen Carter.
I do also agree with the NFL's decision to not suspend Jalen Carter because
he's-
they kicked him out for a whole game.
Essentially was.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, he got ejected for the entire game before there was even the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah.
It was a kickoff and the Eagles players got hurt, and that's when this
You know
happened.
what's crazy about that is like the dude doesn't get hurt, play on. None of this shit happens.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But here's my thing with the Eagles, and that this is just a very Eagles situation.
Yeah, it is.
There's something about
It is.
like Philly and just that is just a very Philly thing.
It is. 100%.
Thank you.
So that happened.
Fun stuff.
Fun
Great,
stuff.
great way to start the game. Cowboys came out rolling.
They
Offense looked good.
say a little bit louder.
Offense looked good.
These motherfucking Dallas Cowboys, dude. I'll tell you. I came into this season being like, you know what? we're going to win 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
And then I saw what the offense did, and I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are pulling. It's like the Giants.
Yeah.
They're pulling me right back in. The defense, Swiss cheese.
Not good.
For sure. Not
Yeah.
good. It's almost like they need a good pass rusher.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Jadeveon Clowney is getting worked out for the
Very
Cowboys.
unique thought.
Yeah, I don't know. Just they could use a pass rusher. It's almost like they had one somewhere. Jerry Jones, hello, where are
But
you?
they wanted to stop the run.
Yeah. Yeah. The Cowboys, honestly, they did look good. They surprised me. Schottenheimer, if he calling the plays, he must be.
No, I don't think he is.
No?
I don't think he is.
Well,
I could be wrong, but I don't think he
The
is.
game plan was good. Because the Eagles have walked into that, fat and happy, just won the Super Bowl.
Very much so on the table.
Very much still on the table. Entertaining first half, both teams. I thought were trading scores. We watched the game together.
Yeah.
I've never seen Palisades that packed. It's been a long time.
That was a good crowd for sure.
Dad and I walked in waiting for you, because we got there before you guys did.
Yeah. I felt bad for their servers. They only had 2 going in that whole fucking place.
We
Anyways.
we put our name down for a table of 6, which is a tough ask in that kind of atmosphere.
Right.
We probably waited half an hour
At least, right?
at least.
Yeah.
Got our table.
I
it was
mean,
great.
we were obviously behind you guys, but yeah.
Yeah. So I thought they were trading blows back and forth the entire first half, and it was surprising.
I want to say a key to this game for the Eagles was the fact that they responded to the Cowboys touchdown.
They did.
Right away.
Yeah.
I think, and I'll give Jalen Hurts a lot of credit because he took over on that drive, and I think he sensed that there was a little weirdness going on, and he was like, we can't let the Cowboys get comfortable,
Because the Cowboys were.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Cowboys really took the Jalen Carter ejection and figuratively and literally ran with it.
Yeah, I would give a lot of credit to whoever was calling plays. We don't know if it was Shoddy or offensive coordinator. We'll get to that next week.
Yes.
But yeah, they went right at the Cowboys or at the Eagles front four.
It was working.
Yeah, they did not shy away from running the football.
Yeah. Of course, there was an hour rain delay, which really slowed everything down.
Yeah.
And especially slowed the game down because once it started back up, I think there was only one score, and I think the Eagles scored a field goal.
No, I think that field goal was before the delay even happened.
So it was just punts, that
just
kind
nothing.
of thing.
Yeah.
So that's not surprising given the fact that these two teams, first game out of the gate, first game of the season,
Yeah. I mean, that game ended after midnight, right?
their time, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I was here.
That's hard to hard to play football when it's that late.
And you could debate, and I hate to say this almost because I was kind of not rooting for the Cowboys to lose, but was kind of pulling for them to lose given the Gage's guarantee. That if there was no rain delay, the Cowboys could have won that game. I feel confident in saying that.
I don't think there's any reason the Cowboys couldn't have won that game, even aside from that. I mean, obviously CD had some big drops that stung.
He did.
But overall, I would say the Cowboys played well enough to win a football game.
Also, the last. So, we're giving the Cowboys their flowers for the play calling. Although I do not like the last play on 4th down, throwing it to CD like that. He did drop it, hit his hands, but that's a tough ask.
I'm also wondering if the play broke down and that was Dak's reaction. I mean, actually, CD was beyond the cornerback.
He was.
And between the safety.
mean,
And the
the
throw
safety-
was there. The throw was there.
It was.
I mean, CD would have had to make a highlight reel catch. And a lot of people are giving him a drop for that, which I think is totally unfair.
You have the corner right behind him and the safety
On top of him, and he's diving for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're diving for a ball, I know my dad loves to say, if it hits your hands, you should catch it. Which I think there is some truth to that, but if you are laying out just to get your hands to it, that's one thing. You know?
Yeah.
I think that would have been a highlight reel catch, so I'll give him a pass on that. But there were some other ones that he should have had.
A really good point by you. That could have been Dak's last option. I might not think so because CD's their best offensive player.
Maybe they were trying to be a
Prescott.
surprise of going deep on fourth and short.
It was like 4th and short. And I just don't
Yeah.
love doing it. It's kind of reminiscent of, for me, Dak to Dez in Green Bay divisional round, the Dez no catch.
I get it.
I mean, obviously he caught it, didn't really work out, but I don't like that kind of play call when it's, I think, 4th and short.
Right.
It's much like you in the Crabtree Super Bowl. Like,
the fade, all that shit.
same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the play call you go with. Like, I feel like you're relying too much. And I know you're paying the quarterback a lot for the Cowboys, but I feel like you're relying too much on Dak Prescott to make that tough throw
He made a great throw though. I
did.
like, and honestly, Dak overall played
He played great.
really well in this game.
And I gotta say, I was a hater of the one sleeve that Dak was rocking.
But maybe it's the move.
Might be the move. Maybe the two sleeves was throwing off the throwing motion.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But overall, for the Cowboys, it's gonna give me, unfortunately, a little bit of hope, especially playing the Eagles, which is probably gonna be one of their hardest matchups and teams they play all year. Obviously, play them twice.
Yeah, but then they get to have them at home next time. I don't like to overreact to week one games, especially like teams don't play their guys in the preseason much anymore, so it's hard to really know what you're getting in the first week. But I will say I feel a lot better about the Cowboys and their chances to make the playoffs. I mean, I had them at 7 wins. I think you had them at, what, 6?
Yeah.
So I think they could be a 9 or 10 win team if things go right for them and sneak into the playoffs. The Eagles, obviously I thought they were going to be good, but I did not predict them to win the division just on my own terms, you know. But I actually feel better about that thought of them not being as much of a Super Bowl contender after this game also. So but yeah, like I said, week one, weird shit happens. It's hard to judge a team one game into the season.
And Jalen Hurts, I gotta say, for that game, I thought he looked pretty damn good. I made the joke to you and your cousin Kyle that all of a sudden he wants to turn to Lamar Jackson and run for touchdowns.
Yeah.
He makes it work.
And he was scrambling because a lot of his touchdowns come on like designed runs where he just or tush push type shit.
Which again, Cowboys defense has to tighten up.
Yeah,
it has to.
They did play obviously a lot better in the second half. So did the Eagles though, and that was kind of
the difference.
First half was the difference.
Friday in Brazil, the Chargers beat the Chiefs 27-21. Justin Herbert, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns.
The Justin Herbert fanboys, they're on cloud nine right now.
Oh yeah,
he was amazing in this game.
That was a great performance by Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
and I love the first down slide to seal it, and he just kind of just went with it a little bit. I love that.
I gave him the safe sign when he did it.
And I'm not going to be that guy already, but we know the history of teams starting 0-2. Their chances to make the playoffs it's slim. And who do the Chiefs play this week?
Champs.
The champs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are going to be at home, which I think helps.
Yep.
But for the Chiefs, and I know it's Andy Reid, I know it's Mahomes, I know they have. If there's any team that can make a playoff starting 0-2, it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But for me, this is. And I know it's week 2, but I feel like it's almost a must-win for the Chiefs.
I don't know if it's so much must-win or if it's like we got to play a damn good game just to feel good about ourselves. I'm not saying they played terrible against the Chargers, but
the Chargers made it look easy. I mean, I know it was only 27-21, but
they were in control.
Justin Herbert was peppering that defense.
Yeah, they were in control for the whole game. Yeah, and they had no problem moving the ball.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Chiefs, could you argue first game of the year, we have to go all the way to South America?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely
different time zones, probably humid there.
Yeah.
That's a guess.
I don't want to sound like Nick Wright, but they're the Chiefs.
They are the Chiefs. But I'm telling you, the Chiefs need to win. I think they need to win this game this week.
I don't think they do because they'll have the excuses on their side.
No, but they need to set the tone against a team that just whooped their ass fucking 6 months ago.
They'll feel way better about themselves if they do beat the Eagles, but I think
if they're not waking up for this game, what game do you wake up for?
I just don't think I just think the Eagles are a better team, to be quite frank.
I agree. That's why the Chiefs need to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not loving the Chiefs' chances of winning the division at this very moment. And the Chargers played an unbelievable game without their starting left tackle, who's going to be out for the year, which I think is a great sign for them. And I was high on them before that injury happened, and then that came, and I was like, okay, I think I might be a little bit out on the Chargers this year, but I think I might be back in on them.
Because let me tell you this. Let's say they lose to the Eagles this week, 0-2.
Yeah.
They play the Giants the following week. We'll give them a win.
Dub.
Then they play the Ravens the following week. I mean, that could be a 1-3 start.
The Ravens, I'll give them a coin flip. I think they got a better chance of beating the Ravens than they do the Eagles.
Okay.
Ravens' defense is a little more suspect. And the Eagles just have...
They kind of have their
They have a style that I don't think the Chiefs have a great chance of, combating.
No, I think that's fair because when they played in the Super Bowl the first time a few years ago,
the fucking Eagles gave it to them in that first half.
yeah, and then I think the following year they played in Arrowhead and the Eagles beat them.
Yeah.
So
I
the
think
Eagles,
you're right.
the Eagles kind of have their number.
And I think it's a matchup that does not work for the Chiefs.
So for the Chiefs, that's all I'm saying is your first 4 games are you playing the Chargers, which you lost to, which I guess if I were to get if you would have asked me before this game who would win, I'd probably say the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Given Mahomes' record against the AFC West, which is still ridiculous.
And I think he's 7-1 against Justin Herbert, which is, obviously odds are not in the Chargers' favor there. But
I just think you have to win that game if you're the Chiefs this week.
yeah, I'm not going must win, but obviously the odds become much different if they don't pull it off.
Yeah. Your 49ers, they beat the Seahawks 17-13 in a tight one.
Got the victory lit on.
I gotta say, I hate the Niners, but that's a clean hat. And I like the green. I like the green bill too.
Yeah, the green underbill
It's nice.
is a nice touch.
Green underbill hats.
It's so
Bring it back.
It's so 1996.
Oh, so underrated.
Yeah,
It reminds me of because I feel like MLB hats were like that. I feel like
they
played
did.
with those.
They did at a time, I believe. Yeah,
I wonder if it has something to do with the reflection of the grass in the outfield or like that
that's a
kind
good
of thing.
point. I don't know. Yeah,
Might have.
yeah.
Jake Tongas touchdown catch with 1:50 left in the fourth quarter because George Kittle ruled out early in this game.
Yeah, I think he maybe didn't even make it to the first quarter. I don't think. Caught a touchdown pass and was gone.
You knew it was bad when he had the hat on.
Yeah,
Because I think Danny was like,
he's
okay.
trying not to be dramatic. Or
It's like,
whatever.
dude, he has the hat on right now.
Yeah, he's literally not in the game. No helmet on the sideline. You're done.
I mean, I know guys wear hats, but the way he looked,
Well, and the fact that-
why isn't he in here right now?
Right, and the fact that the Niners were deep into a drive when they showed him on the sideline with his hat on, clearly this guy has no intention of coming back in.
Yeah, but Jake Tongas, that's a hell of a catch.
He
Hey,
literally snatched that thing.
Cal product.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Cal Bear.
that catch saved Brock Purdy from the should we have paid him $60 million? Because that could have been intercepted easily. It was not, but it could have been.
Saved him from a loss against Seattle and 3 picks, basically. Because that ball was intercepted.
Could have saved him from a loss, 3 picks, and the turf toe
Yeah.
that he now currently has.
Right, yeah.
Darnold, unfortunately for the Seahawks, he fumbled on the final drive to seal the game. You'll take any win that you can get, but it would have been. I think it would have been a lot better for the Niners if Nick Bosa caused the sack. He came up with the fumble.
I will say, I will say though, he did kind of cause the fumble because
he's pushing
he
okay.
bull rushed the tackle into Darnold.
That's fair.
It wasn't obviously a direct him swiping it, but he definitely affected that play. There's no question about it. I think he actually got credit for the sack on that play too.
Oh, they can do that?
They did credit, yeah, which I thought was interesting.
I didn't know that.
I think in hindsight, I do kind of agree with that because he was the reason that the guy was even in the vicinity of Darnold.
That's
fair. But
that was a good game. Like I said, we watched it together.
Shit came down to the fucking wire. I felt actually pretty good about the Niners, all things considered, with the offseason and whatnot going into that game. They had a great, opening touchdown drive. The middle of the game was a little iffy. No question about it. McCaffrey did not get it off to a good start, especially him coming off the whole, injury scare going into the game.
Who was your fantasy running back?
My fantasy guy, and he ended up having actually a really solid game. Wasn't overly dynamic, but had some good plays. I mean, he caught I think 9 passes in the game.
Yeah,
and I think 140 total yards, give or take. So, yeah, I think there were a lot of good things. I think Purdy, even aside from getting a little bit lucky on that touchdown pass and throwing a couple picks, I actually think he played a good game. He fucking was running for his life.
he was
Half the game, at least.
and he's got sneaky wheels, man.
He does. He's not fast, but he is absolutely athletic enough to be a competent quarterback in the NFL. So yeah, I'll give him some credit, even though those 2 picks were not good decisions throwing the ball. But I think the Niners. This is probably how they're going to have to win games this year, unfortunately, which is going to be a heart attack for a lot of Niner fans. But there were some good things that came out of it. Defense played really well. I'm not going to give them too much credit against a kind of mediocre Seattle offense, but but I'll take it. You know,
I think-
a win in week 1 is a win in week 1. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I remember you saying after Brock Purdy threw that touchdown pass, you're like, dude, stop smiling, you lucky motherfucker.
Dude, yeah, he was celebrating like he made the fucking play. It's like, no, your fucking tight end bailed your ass out.
Yeah. Was
Shout
it
out Jake Tonjes.
a little reminiscent of the catch?
I don't know if I can go that far.
Hey,
but-
rolling to his right.
Yeah,
The tight end pulls out of thin air.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, it was not the catch, but
No.
it was very funny. I would say maybe for your Niners, story of the week, Jake Moody. So he went 1 for 3 on field goals this game, which
Yeah.
was
One of them blocked.
which for me was bliss. Just absolute bliss to watch.
The fact that they still won with that, and okay, sweep it under the rug.
Jake Moody hit the post the first one. The second one, I believe, got blocked, which I don't think is completely his fault.
I kept watching that replay though, and I feel like that ball was going sideways, and I don't think it was going in. I could be crazy. I may be the only one on this train, but I don't think that ball was going in.
And
Regardless.
then, of course, Jake Moody hit his last one, but he was waived yesterday.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? So they spent a 3rd-round draft pick on Jake Moody 2 years ago.
Yeah, obviously it's ugly spending a draft pick like that on a kicker, and then him not even being competent enough to be on a team.
Yeah.
So there's that, but I'm glad that I mean he probably should have been kicked off the team after last season. Let's be real.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I kind of was on his side, but I guess hindsight is very much 2020, and it was time to go. I think the idea that he was even going to make it past this week after that performance was probably not realistic.
Yeah.
And I mean Eddie Pinheiro, he's been around. He's not great, but I think the hope is that he's going to be at least steady enough to make everything inside 50 yards.
So you mean Eddie Money or Eddie De Niro?
Eddie De Niro. Yeah, I mean, the kicking situation and special teams as a whole for the 49ers,
It's been rough.
it's been rough. Really, in the Shanahan era, it has not been a good part of their team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Robbie Gould was probably the highlight in his time with the Niners, but since then, it's been bad.
I mean, Robbie wasn't good past 50, but he could hit below that.
He had the range for mid 50s, but yeah, he was just money. He didn't miss inside 45. So yeah, I mean, we'll hopefully Eddie is competent enough, and we don't have to worry about the kicking game.
So for Jake Moody, it's like, so are you happy that he's gone? Are you?
No, because I wanted him to be good. I'm happy that he's gone because we don't have to deal with that
Cost
shit
you
anymore.
games.
Yeah, but I think as a Niner fan, we all wanted him to be good. He was clearly drafted to be, more than just a guy on the team. He was drafted to be somewhat a weapon. I mean, I think he had a long of almost 60 in college, so they surely saw something in him to be, a really good NFL kicker, but it just wasn't.
If I'm not mistaken, I think in the last Super Bowl against the Chiefs, he had the longest kick in Super Bowl history until Harrison Butker
Oh, beat him out.
in that same game.
Yeah, didn't he hit a 57 or something like that? Or 56?
who, Butker?
No, Moody.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think Butker hit something a little bit longer, and that was now the longest.
Right.
So it's I know it's
It's
just,
kind of wild.
I know it's one game, but it's like the game.
Yeah.
The
And
fact
he
that-
did hit, I believe, 4 field goals in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he missed an extra point, or was blocked. I think it was blocked.
Maybe so.
think it was
Yeah.
blocked, yeah. So Jake Moody kind of got a feel for him, but also I think it's kind of on Shanahan and Lynch for
It's a miss. Miss on the
it's a
draft.
little bit of a miss. Yeah.
No doubt.
Brock Purdy will be out this Sunday in New Orleans with a shoulder and toe injury, like I mentioned earlier. I think for you guys, you have Kyle Shanahan's adopted son, Mac Jones, playing.
We got him after all.
You got him at a very low rate.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are. I think the Saints are so bad, and I think they're going to be so bad that you guys are going to be able to still beat them with Mac Jones. You would think.
The Niners should win the game. I don't care who's playing quarterback. The Niners should win the game. Obviously, you would think that Mac probably makes their offense a little less dynamic, but
Of course.
it's like he's probably the best backup we've had in a long time. If we're being
Yeah, I
real,
would say so.
like I made the joke about Josh Johnson before we got started. So we don't have that situation. Josh Dobbs, I think a lot of people were excited about him a couple years ago. He obviously wasn't the fit.
Also, you guys are working on Mike White right now. Remember him? Jets quarterback.
Yeah. I guess I should give credit to Sam Darnold. He was a pretty good backup, but he just didn't get many opportunities. But still. Yeah, I don't feel that bad about McCorkle and this Sunday against the Saints. I think
That's a crazy given name.
it isn't. Yeah.
Corkle.
Like, what were the parents
What's the
thinking?
backstory?
I don't really want to know, honestly.
McCorkle? I can't say I've ever met anybody named McCorkle.
Yeah. I think my concern more so is if this injury persists for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Because, I mean, coming into this season, I feel like these 4 first games before we face the Rams were going to be really important. Like, if they were only 2-2 going to that game against the Rams, not a good thing. 3-1, feel a lot better about that. Obviously, 4-0, that's great, but not going to expect it. But, yeah, these first 4 games I think are really important. So, being without your starting guy, even though, you know, Brock still to some degree has something to prove, but yeah, it's not a great situation for the 49ers. So hopefully it's just a 1-game absence for Brock.
And I know I said last year that there was no way the Niners could have injuries like they did last year, or like
It just
like this year they didn't have last year. And I think I could be wrong because the injury bug just keeps biting your team.
Yeah.
And it's man, it sucks for you.
You're right. I mean, I've been very reluctant over the years to blame the training staff, but at this point, like, where else do you look? It's not. They can't just be that unlucky. There's got to be something to it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember, like, speaking of Scott, who you mentioned earlier, we kind of got into it about, oh yeah, it has to be on Kyle Shanahan because he's the one who hires the training staff. Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, are we sure it's the training staff's fault? And you know. Because, you know, players get hurt. Shit happens. But when it keeps happening, you know, year after year after year, how do you justify the situation that you have with the training staff?
But also, how do you blame that on somebody who isn't
Isn't the player?
the player?
It's tough. I like
you try to teach technique to maybe not get hurt as much.
maybe the science that they're using is
not
not good
working?
enough. I don't know.
That's the only way I can see that making sense from Scott's point of view.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe whatever they're preaching and teaching is not proper. Which sounds crazy for, you know, $1 billion franchise to be in this situation.
Or a Kyle Shanahan coach.
I see, like him. I think he did mention Kyle Shanahan when we had that conversation, and I was like, is that really Kyle Shanahan?
He loves Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah. So I don't know if you could really put it on Kyle, but as the organization as a whole, sure, you could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that they just continue to get injured,
Yeah.
and it's not. I mean, it's guys that are in key positions, which
Well,
makes
is it
worse?
so? It's continued because I would say, aside from last year in the Shanahan regime, it hasn't been this bad. I'd say it's from last year than this year.
Well, 2020 was really bad. 2020, to me, I think 2020 was the worst year. Last year was right there with it,
Okay.
but I think 2020 was the worst year. Because, like, Sherman was out for, like, most of the year. Bosa obviously got hurt in, like, the second game.
Oh, against the Jets.
Yeah, was out for the
okay,
year.
yeah,
I think
right.
Kittle missed a good chunk of time.
You're right.
Garoppolo missed a good chunk of
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
it was Debo missed time. Yeah, it was almost every important player.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But last year, 2024 was bad too.
That was bad too.
Yeah.
Sunday night, early candidate for game of the year: Bills versus Ravens. Bills
what
beat
a
the
game.
Ravens. Seriously, what a game! This game was so bad, I almost wanted to get ready for bed early, and I still stayed in bed just to watch it. And I'm glad I did.
Good on you.
Bills beat the Ravens 41-40. Bills scored 16 points in the final 4 minutes to win the game. Matt Prater hit the game-winning field goal as time expired, and they executed this perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, they I mean, credit, like, I know the talk is that the Ravens blew this game, and I'm not going to say they didn't, but credit to the Bills for executing everything associated with this. I mean, they got a little lucky with one of those touchdowns, but
Yeah.
still, they did everything necessary to get this thing done.
It's always one of those things where did the team blow it or the other team earn it?
I think there's a little bit of both here.
Always.
Yeah, and like if you're the Ravens, like you open the door for a team with the firepower like the Josh Allen Bills have. You know, you're going to get yourself in trouble, and they seem to do that quite a bit.
They do. And for Lamar Jackson, this does not help the legacy because he just can't seem to win the big games. And easy to say, or hard to say this is a big game because it's the first week.
Right.
But this could easily be the reason why the Ravens might not have the number one seed.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yep.
Who knows what the Chiefs do, like we were just saying.
Yeah.
But who knows? And Lamar Jackson, I truly believe he'll win a Super Bowl. Clearly, I picked him to win one this year.
Right.
But, man, you see him kind of, blow, quote-unquote, blow these games, and you kind of think to yourself, can he really do it? And, yes, Derrick Henry did fumble the ball.
Yeah. See, I that's what I was going to say.
But could you actually put on John Harbaugh for not putting it in Lamar Jackson's hands?
I would put this game more on the Ravens as a whole and John Harbaugh rather than Lamar. Lamar played amazing in this game. There's no question about that.
But you're the face of the team.
Right. But yeah, like you said, Derrick Henry was the one who fumbled the ball. Like I said, I don't want to put everything on any player. I think it's an organizational thing that they need to clean up because they seem to be doing this quite frequently. It's not always in the playoffs, which is when it matters, but they haven't done it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like John Harbaugh is literally hanging his hat on a 2012 Super Bowl.
Is he kind of like John Gruden?
That's fucking 13 years ago.
Like Doc Rivers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we said earlier.
Yeah. I mean, John Harbaugh's had a lot of great teams, or very good teams, I'll say. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll give him a little more benefit of the doubt because Doc Rivers hasn't coached amazing teams always, even with his one championship. But yeah, this is just something that they got to clean up. They get a little too comfortable, I think.
They do.
Yeah.
And this is very obvious to say, but Josh Allen, dude is so fucking sick.
Yeah.
I wish he was the quarterback of my team so bad. I mean, and so does every team probably besides the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles would take Josh Allen in a second over.
Oh, 100%. Because they could use him in that tush push shit, and he'd be way more dynamic than Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
When you watch him play, he's in the pocket, and then he scrambles, and it's like he's faster. It's like he's Madden 99, and everyone else is like 85.
Yeah. No, he is the team.
He's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
It just seems like it doesn't. There's nothing that he can't do. I know, and I know a Bills fan. She'd probably say that he can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, which, hey,
so far he hasn't.
A lot of people haven't.
Yeah,
very few have. But Josh Allen, he had 424 total yards and 4 touchdowns. He's a beast.
He's an animal. He to me, he is clearly the most valuable player in the league. And I'm not even saying that from an award standpoint. I'm just saying he
more than Mahomes.
I believe so. Right now, absolutely. Because
he's so sick.
Everyone talks about Mahomes, his surrounding talent is diminished, but I think it's still better than what the Bills got. James Cook is a good running back, but after that, their receivers are not great. They don't have great tight ends. They have decent tight ends. Yeah. He does so much. He when they were down 40-25, the reason they won is because of him. He did everything in his power to get them that W. And I think that's part of the problem with the Bills right now is they don't have a great defense. They don't have a lot of talent around him. They ask him to do so much. And so their fate is so much in his hands. And he can't do this every week, right? He can't. It's not realistic.
It was amazing what he did this week.
So if the Bills win, to me, if the Bills win more than 11 games this year, it's actually, which I predicted, it's actually going to be amazing. Yeah. He's going to win the MVP again if they're going to do it. Because it feels like he's going to have to do this pretty much every time they win a game.
Yeah. That's great analysis, honestly. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I told myself in the moment after that game, what quarterback does he remind me of?
He's unique.
He is, and I just think, maybe I don't even remember prime Brett Favre. I remember more Brett Favre with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Because I think Josh Allen's bigger than Brett Favre. I think he moves better than Brett Favre.
Oh, yeah.
They probably throw the same. Same kind of gun.
If you wanted to give him Brett Favre the same arm as Josh Allen, maybe I'd give you that.
Yeah.
Or
I
something
mean, I would
similar.
I'd probably compare him to Brett Favre, but I think he's
Way better athlete.
I wouldn't say much better quarterbacks. There's still a lot of time to be told.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
He's
He's fucking special. There's something.
like
about him.
somebody you would like make in Madden.
Really, he really is. He's like a
And
prototype.
put everything 100.
Yeah.
And he makes it work.
He's a prototype.
He's just, and like Sal said, this guy wins this game against the Ravens in this fashion, and then gets to go home to Haley Steinfeld.
Bastard.
Some guys
How dare you.
Hey, some guys have it all. That was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
We player of the week. Woo!
Who, me?
I'm gonna go.
Josh Allen?
I'm gonna go Justin Herbert.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go Herbert.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned earlier, 25 for 34, 318 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Also was second in this team in rushing, 32 rushing yards. A little sprinkle there.
Yeah. Well,
And of course, the W over the Chiefs in Brazil.
Yeah. Good game for Herbie. I mean, it should be Josh Allen, but I'm gonna go with our boy Danny Dimes, who had a nice game against the Dolphins.
Wow, I did not.
I think this is probably the only time he's going to get any love on this podcast this season.
Yeah, he played well.
But he had a really nice game. He actually had some really nice throws. Mike McDaniel might be getting fired sooner than I thought because that Dolphins performance was butt ugly. But got to give some credit to Danny Dimes. Good game for him.
I was not expecting you to pick.
Big win for the Colts. Colts scored on all 7 of their drives, which I think is impressive. Only 3 touchdowns, but...
Is it surprising that neither of us picked Josh Allen?
Yes, I mean that's why I kind of said that it should be Josh Allen, but he is the player of the week, but our player of the week.
I thought Justin Herbert because it's against the Chiefs, and they own him,
right?
Or Mahomes does,
right?
And so
I like that pick
played
for sure.
Played a great game.
Absolutely, got to give him some love.
On to some little week 1 takeaways. Do you have anything?
I mean, I kind of already spewed, but like Josh Allen is the MVP right now.
He's sick.
He's incredible.
He's disgusting.
Already mentioned a little bit, like the Eagles, they got some work to do to get my faith back in them and as being the favorite in the NFC. The Packers, I hate to rub it in, but the Packers are legit. And I'm out on the Lions, which I already was, but I'm out on the Lions.
They were not a playoff team for me.
I had them as a fringe playoff team. I put them in just out of respect, but I could see them not making the playoffs. I could see them being under 500.
Would you feel the same about the Packers if they didn't have Micah Parsons, who only had 1 sack?
No, I don't think so. But that's tough because they had him and that's how they performed.
But he had 1 sack.
If he gets 1 sack every game, that's 17 sacks. That's a lot of sacks.
Yeah,
He also didn't play the majority of the snaps, so there's that factor too. The thing is, defensive players can only have so much impact, And I think the comp I've been hearing is that your pass rusher is kind of like your closer in baseball. If you're good enough, you get the lead, and then your pass rusher comes in and he ends the game because the other team is behind. They're having to throw the ball, and he comes in and wrecks the game.
I just can't help but think that you wouldn't care about the Packers unless they got Micah Parsons.
I had them winning the division, the NFC North, which I think is arguably the best division of football already. So I was high on them.
I guess I'm not loving how everyone thinks that the Packers are the team because Micah Parsons is all of a sudden the messiah of the team.
Here's my fear is that it's going to come down to, when it comes to the playoffs, and it's going to come down to Jordan Love being the man. And I'm not sure that I'm ready to give him that yet.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
Yeah, because in my predictions, so I think I had the Packers losing in the second round. So that's kind of where I'm at on them. I think they are legit.
I mean, I did pick them to go to the championship game. So I guess I sound like a hypocrite.
You're even higher than me.
But I try to go with something different.
Yeah.
Because different things have to happen.
And then, of course, that trade happens. Just right around prediction time.
Which did help that. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though?
See, the thing is, I'm not even thinking about Micah Parsons so much when I'm thinking about the Packers.
Okay, so it's more just...
I think just their team. They have a good balance on both sides of the ball. They have Josh Jacobs, who's run the ball great. Jordan Love, who is an ascending young quarterback. Still has a lot to prove, though.
He does.
There's no question. Yeah. I think he's kind of in that that Justin Herbert kind of category.
I think he's better.
You think just Jordan Love is better than Justin Herbert, or vice versa?
I think Jordan Love's better than Justin Herbert.
Really? I would say the other way around.
I mean, Jordan Love is a few plays away from making it to the championship game, beating the Niners at home, which no team has done in the history of Levi Stadium.
You could also argue he choked that game away with some bad plays down the stretch.
That's fair.
So I guess I get that, but I think from a talent standpoint, I like Justin Herbert better.
I would agree that
by a little bit.
I would agree they're both very similar stature and way they play.
Yeah.
So I think you're not far off.
And they both haven't really done anything, if we're being honest. I know Jordan Love torched the Cowboys.
I think he's done more than Justin Herbert has.
By a little bit.
By a little bit.
It's one playoff win, And they've both been to the playoffs maybe twice.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
A little week 2 preview. Thursday night football. Commanders at your Packers. -3.5 Packers are. That's a pretty good Thursday night.
That's a nice Thursday night matchup early in the year.
Because they need them.
Yeah.
Because they always get the ass end of the deal.
Amazon paid heavy for this one.
If I had to pick this game, which I'm not, that's a tough one. At Packers, I always kind of lean the home team.
Yeah.
At Lambeau.
3.5, that's an interesting number. I think I don't know. I might go Commanders, honestly.
Yeah, I'd probably go Packers, unfortunately. Another week 2 preview. We have the 49ers -2.5 against the Saints in New Orleans.
That number moved quite a bit after the McCorkle Brock Purdy news.
Yes.
It was 4.5, but that seems about right.
Yeah.
I still think the Niners get it done.
I do too.
Yeah, but it's going to look a little different.
Yeah. Giants at my Cowboys, and the Cowboys are 5.5 favorites. Russell Wilson, I know he kind of stunk it up last week, but maybe I'm living in the past, but it kind of scares me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Giants probably look better this week. They'll probably be able to run the ball a little bit more than they did last week, but yeah, I like the Cowboys, like we talked about. I think they look a lot better than everyone expected, so I think they bounce back from that loss.
Obviously, like we talked about, Eagles -1.5 favorites at the Chiefs.
Definitely game of the week.
Definitely game of the week.
Yeah.
And I think it's Sunday night.
Yeah, that line flipped too, which we talked about before we got started.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
it opened at Chiefs -1.5 as the home favorites, but now it's
switched real quick.
Yeah, now it's Eagles -1.5 as the road favorites.
Yeah.
I think, I'm curious to see what goes on. I think it might be kind of an ugly, more defensive game, like less than 40 points total, maybe. Yeah. If I don't know what the over under is, I would imagine it's probably in the mid 40s. I would go under on that.
Yeah. And with that being said, we have our football picks. So, do you want to explain how we're doing picks this year?
Yes. So we're doing things a little differently. We're consolidating our college picks and our NFL picks into one.
So don't just bear with us. Just let them explain.
Yeah. So we're consolidating everything. We're just doing a maximum of 5 picks, but you got to pick at least 3 games total between college and NFL. Got to pick one of each, of course. And then we're doing dollar amounts again. So, fake money's on the line, right?
Yeah. We're not betting real much.
Yeah. And you can bet anywhere between $100 and $500 on any game. So a maximum of $2,500 could go down on any given week for anybody. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. We're just kind of... I guess I thought that like last year when we would slow the podcast down quite a bit when we do picks twice rather than do it just one.
No, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. So I think this should be a good way to do it. And we're throwing down money on college games now too. So I think that adds some intrigue. And like we can obviously the stakes can change throughout the whole season.
Yes.
If you get real down, you can throw some big money.
Boom, 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 500 on each.
Exactly.
Can I backtrack for a second?
Sure.
I totally missed this.
Yeah.
So going back to the Bills-Ravens, Bills 41, Ravens 40. Mm-hmm. That was a scoregami from what I've been told. And so if you're not, we've talked about scoregami before. It's a Twitter account, and they say if this has been a original score or not, which means the first score of its kind.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. So the Scoregami Twitter account failed to mention this, or they failed to mention this, although they posted about it. They posted about every other game.
Yeah.
Every other game. They stopped after the Lions game, which the next game would have been the Bills game, and they even went to the Bears game, which was the Monday night game, right?
Right.
So this leads people to believe on Twitter that the person who runs the Scoregami account is a Ravens fan.
I get it.
And is salty.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're a credible source, and to me they are, because
Yeah.
like I've mentioned Scoregami in the past couple of years.
Every time they post something, there's like a note
You
with
see
like
it.
a fact, and like they tell you whether or not it's Scoregami or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just like I understand if you're salty because first game of the season, yada yada. But you have to just
Like if you're gonna be one
just
of those
own it.
accounts, yeah,
You're one of those accounts.
yeah, you
Like, I
gotta
think-
gotta give the people what they want.
I think last time I checked, they almost have 500,000 followers. And let me tell you, in the comments,
That's embarrassing.
People are letting them know about it.
Yeah, there were some good
I just-
corny ones too.
I just think it was too much of a coincidence for that to not be mentioned, especially mentioning the Monday night game after that,
right.
because the only game after the Sunday night game would be the Monday night game, obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
Just kind of a bad look, I think, for Scoregami.
yeah.
Unless, same thing Mike Trico said after the game was over. He's like, "Oh, for your Scoregami fans out there."
Oh, did he mention? I
I'm
missed
pretty sure I
that.
heard him say that.
That's funny.
Unless Scoregami thinks that was not an original score, that's another thing.
That's yep.
That could be
But
another
the
thing.
fact that they just didn't say anything about it
They didn't. That's true.
is a little iffy.
So that's Scoregami. Do better.
Yeah.
You're just gonna ignore Agami, the Scoregami. That's not my original quote.
That
but
was my
that's-
favorite one.
That was hilarious. I'll check right now to see if Scoregami changed it.
Yeah,
There's no
dude.
way. I mean, I don't. I
They
think
got to sock up. Just get
They
over
have
it.
to.
Your team lost. Shit happens.
your team lost,
Yep.
and it's week 1. It's not like it was a Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah. It's like if it was something dramatic, I would get it. But
They still have not changed it. They went from the Detroit Green Bay game straight to the Minnesota Chicago game.
that is funny.
That is bad.
That's really bad.
And the comments for the Minnesota Chicago game, 722 comments, which is
Yeah.
like,
Like where is
everybody
it?
just be like, where is it?
Yeah.
That's bad.
That is pretty bad.
Anyways, I had to mention.
No, I'm glad you did. I kind of forgot about it.
So do you want to start first in the picks?
Sure, yeah, I'll send it. I got 4 picks this week. Starting with my college football picks, I'm taking number 15 Tennessee. We mentioned they're playing Georgia this week. I'm taking them plus 3.5 versus the number 6 Georgia Bulldogs. I'm putting down $100 on that one.
Okay.
I'm going a little conservative with my bets week 1.
Yeah,
Or
me
week, first week that we're picking. Another college game I'm going with. I'm going to take number 18 South Florida.
2 college games.
Plus 17.5 at Miami. That's kind of where I like that number quite a bit.
Okay.
I think Miami probably still gets the win, but I think it's probably a 1-score game, maybe a 10-point game. So I'm putting 200 down on that. I like South Florida and the Bulls there. On to my NFL picks. I'm going with the Steelers at home minus 2.5 against the Seahawks. I'm putting 200 down on that. Steelers seem to play very well early in the year. Aaron Rodgers actually looked pretty solid. I got to give it to him. As
Hate
much
to
as
say it.
I don't like giving him credit, he looked pretty good against the Jets. I mean, it is the Jets, but I'm sure the Jets were feeling confident going into the game. So yeah, taking the Steelers there, and I'm also taking your Cowboys minus 5.5 at home against the
don't
Giants.
do that to me.
I'm doing it. I'm putting 200 down on that as well. I kind of am just riding with the fact that the Cowboys look a lot better than I thought they would, and they could have executed way better than they did against the Eagles and potentially won that game. So I'm rolling with that. Giants look like one of the worst teams in football, unfortunately. They could turn that tide, but not this week. Cowboys minus 5.5. What you got?
I also have 4 games. My first game is number 11 South Carolina minus 4.5. But I had them at 5.5 last week,
Ooh, okay.
so I switched it down
No worries.
to against Vanderbilt for
My
$200.
game?
I'm gonna go $200.
Okay.
I'm gonna go $200.
What's the spread again?
Yesterday when
You said 4.5?
when I picked it yesterday, it was 5.5, and I checked today and it was minus 4.5.
And they're playing who again?
Vanderbilt.
Wow. I'm surprised they're giving Vanderbilt that kind of love.
So that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
all right.
I don't know anything about either team, but I like the.
I like South Carolina to make the playoffs, so I'm with you on
Okay,
that. I did not see that.
So I'll go $200 on that. My next game is the Patriots. I have them plus 1.5 at the Dolphins.
Okay.
I have them also at $200. Feel pretty good about that
Yeah.
one because the Dolphins stinker last week. I think this week for the Patriots, after losing against the Raiders,
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel's going to have them.
He's going to get them right. Yeah, I like that.
think
And
so.
obviously the Dolphins look like a fucking
Yeah.
disaster right now.
The Niners, I changed the minus 4.5 pick to minus 2.5 because
Take it.
I want the points.
Take it.
At the Saints, also another $200 bet.
Okay.
I just Do I think the Saints are that bad? Yes.
They're not going to be good.
Do I think Mac Jones can win this game with Eddie De Niro more than 2.5 points?
Yeah, they're going to make more field goals, right? So
Yeah,
that's going to be the difference.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to pick the Eagles plus 1.5 at the Chiefs.
I like it.
For $100.
Okay.
I'm not super confident in it, so that's why I'm putting it for 100. I'm also being very conservative, like you are this week.
Sexy game on paper, though. I like that. You're
Absolutely.
picking it. Yeah.
So I'm going to pick that one. And I swear no, I guess never mind. I thought the Chiefs were
They were, I think, out the gate.
Were
They were the favorites. But.
no. So are the Chiefs?
So you're
favorites?
sticking with that, the fact that the Chiefs are the favorites.
Yes, because I picked them yesterday.
Yeah.
Because now it's Eagles minus 1.5.
Correct, but you're taking them plus 1.5.
Absolutely.
Which I'm giving
Yes.
you. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I'll take that. So I'm doing a total of $700.
I'm doing $700 as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, it's just it's like you said, the first week I don't want to do too much.
Early in the year, it's not easy to pick
It's
games.
tough.
We've had a lot of troubles in the past picking games.
Yeah.
NFL
Well,
or college.
also, did you mention for our college football picks that we can either pick a top 25 matchup
Correct.
and either or a Cal Stanford matchup for
Yeah.
the Bay Area tie?
Correct. Yeah.
Which
I'll
I
even
like.
throw in who else is San Jose State. You can do if you want.
I like that.
Yeah. Who else is a Bay Area or Northern California that's Division One?
Sac State.
I don't think they're Division
no.
One yet. I think they will be soon though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
I think San Jose State's probably it. Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. So we'll do.
Well, because
those
I asked you because knowing me, I could have went like somewhere like,
Just off the wagon,
Miami of Ohio against.
Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to
No.
pick that, sure. But
No, I like
trying-
these-
yeah.
I like these parameters because it keeps it kind of prevalent.
Yeah.
Top 25
relevant, yeah.
team.
Yeah, for sure.
Or Cal, Stanford, or
Anyone that might care about a game.
shout out to Garrett, San Jose State Spartans.
Go Sparty.
And that is the NFL.
That was easy.
And with that being said, last call.
Yeah, baby.
What do you got?
I mean, NASCAR playoffs are underway.
Dev is just
Not a lot of great
destroying.
things are happening for us.
No. But you know what? I'm happy that I'm not even gonna say it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it.
You're not. What are you not happy for?
No, I said I'm happy that.
But okay, what do you?
I'm not gonna say it 'cause
Oh.
I don't want it to.
Oh, you don't want to jinx anything.
I don't want to jinx anything yet.
You're happy that Dev's doing well.
Well, yes, but there's another reason.
That's not
why,
what you were gonna
there's
say.
Another reason why I'm happy.
Okay. I really want to know what it is now. You're blue balling me.
Okay, so I'm happy that Dylan's probably not going to win because he's the champion. He's the champion.
He is the reigning champ. You're right. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, we're looking at it right now.
And if I jinx Dev, I am so sorry. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to knock on this fake wood that we have right here.
I will say, so Devin has a comfortable lead with 76 points. Ashley's in second with 58. After that, it's going to be myself and Dylan at 49. So, like,
See, I just jinxed it.
with the points doubling for the playoffs, it's up for grabs a little bit. But Devin has a nice comfortable. I mean, shout out Chase Briscoe. He's been great these first 2 rounds. He won the first race, and I think he finished top 5 again in the second race. So, but Ashley, she put a little dent in that lead with a win for Denny Hamlin. But yeah, my boy. I mean, he's not my boy anymore. But SVG, he's probably going to get eliminated, which definitely he could have been. He could have been a wild card for this this
But
season.
you could have used those points. What would you be like with his points right now?
Let's see, 20. Actually, I only would have had 5 more points. Actually,
Oh, really? Oh, shit. All right.
yeah, because Bubba's been pretty good. He got that win that got him in the playoffs, and he's actually been really good so far. He's got 2 top 10s in the first 2 races of the postseason.
Yeah,
So-
I'm really starting to believe that the hex on Kyle Larson's real. It's been really bad for him recently.
I mean,
I mean, he's won 3 races.
in
which isn't
our
bad.
pool, he has the second most points of any driver. I think your hex is on Josh Berry, who stinks. He's got 2 last place finishes in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, I just wish
That's brutal.
I wish I could have won that coin flip.
I mean, Bubba would have been nice for you.
But it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't. I mean, in hindsight, just keeping Brad would have been better than having.
Where's Brad at now?
He's got 8 total points, which you left him with -2, so that would be +10. You'd be in second place or third place. I mean,
Yeah,
the only thing though is like Brad's potential going forward is not great.
it's all hindsight.
Yep, and Bristol is this coming week, which Bristol gets a little feisty.
A little
so
dodgy.
I'm excited to see that. I can't lie. What do you got?
I have first thing I just added about half an hour ago. The jersey that you're wearing. Do you want to talk about it?
Thank you, because I was going to mention it. Yes, thank you, Sal, for I believe this was a birthday gift.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Tottenham son. Finally,
Finally,
I made
Tottenham
it.
son.
Appreciate this. Is a beautiful jersey.
Did you think you'd have a Tottenham jersey before a PSG jersey?
No, and I sorry for that. I feel like so I've
No, it's
I've,
okay. It's okay.
I've been shopping for PSG jerseys
Have you?
online, and it's a little difficult. They run out of their inventory very quick on Fanatics.
Is the Coliseum still over here?
I should probably go check
You
it
should
out.
check it out. You could try it on.
Yeah, I'll go check it. I have no clue what they have.
We can just walk in.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
Well, now-
I haven't really thought about it.
And for me, I'm one of those guys that like shopping online. I never do.
Yeah,
And I hate.
I'm an online guy. I gotta say.
I feel like I have to throw it on before I buy it.
That's fair.
And I know you could throw it on and
You
ship
set
it
it back.
off. but
That is a
it's a process.
chore.
It's a process.
Yeah.
But I think just go check the Coliseum. I mean,
Yeah,
they'll have stuff.
that's a good point. I have
And I'm sure they have PSG jerseys there.
I
I don't know for certain.
Yeah, I have been like specifically looking for a Douay jersey for PSG. Man, they just on Fanatics they don't have any sizes.
Yeah, you should check them out.
Yeah.
they
Maybe
might
they'll
not have
give
they
it-
might not have like actual player jerseys. But
Right,
they might have.
they
Like,
could have something cool.
Yeah, because what you're wearing right now is a blank jersey.
Yeah, which is totally fine.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great looking jersey. Sal actually asked me. He gave me 3 options. It was that one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And I
Yeah.
said off the rip.
Yeah.
He ain't
No,
wearing yellow.
this one's clean.
He ain't wearing yellow.
This one's clean. I would have wore it, but this one's clean.
I like the blue one maybe a little bit more, but I like how the white one has the AIA,
Yeah, the sponsor
the sponsor on the front.
looks more legit.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
that's
this
why
thing's clean. I love
it's
it.
sick.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
When I pulled it out, I was not expecting it at all.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he got me. He dropped it off to me at work.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, this is fucking sweet. I'm a son.
Tottenham son. I also have Golden State Valkyries. We have not mentioned them
Going to the playoffs.
much at all.
That was easy.
They are the first expansion team in WNBA history to clinch a playoff berth in their first season.
Let's go. Speaking
that.
of gear, I kind of want some Valkyries gear.
You know what?
They got a cool logo.
What's funny is last night was probably the first time I'd caught any kind of action.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Seattle Storm, unfortunately. Close game. But after that, I was shopping too, like on their website, and they got some cool shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little pricey, but you know, you're supporting women's sports, and
Yeah.
that's cool. It's just like, do I want a shirt or like, do I want a hoodie? I think I have a lot of hoodie. I have a lot of shirts too.
I could do a shirt, maybe a hat, because they got the black hat with the purple logo, which those are pretty
I
smooth.
didn't look at any of the hats. I
Yeah.
looked at just strictly shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I
I'll
mean, I
definitely
just
sport some Valkyries gear.
and like I said episodes ago, it's hard for me to the whole Golden State thing. It's hard for me.
That's fair.
A little hard for me to still support, but
Yeah.
it's a totally different franchise, totally different team,
Yeah.
different.
They only share the arena
We only share the arena
and the
yes.
title, I guess.
Yes, exactly. But congrats to them because we did not give them enough credit.
Yeah.
You know, and with all due respect, I don't think people want to hear about WNBA
Well,
a little bit.
Yeah, there's some people out there.
Yeah,
Your
but it's yeah. But congrats to them. It's
Yeah.
great. And also, the last thing I wanted to mention is Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson agreed to box in an exhibition match. The date has not been set yet, and I gotta say, if you pay
Nor will my DVR be set for that.
if you pay for this fight, you are an idiot.
You got to be at least 50 years old.
So you're telling me you're going to pay for this fight after you saw Mike Tyson fight I guess Jake Paul is a pro boxer
Now, yeah.
now. I would call him an amateur.
Yeah, same.
You're going to pay for that. So you're going to pay for that, watch that, and then pay for Mike Tyson to fight one of the best defensive boxers of all time.
Yeah,
And-
it's going to be the worst fucking product.
And it's
of
an
all
exhibition, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's not going to matter on the record because Floyd Mayweather is afraid to fight anybody on the record now because he's old
Right.
and doesn't want to ruin his 15-0 record. I get that. But this is going to be I've never seen such a big money grab in my entire life.
Oh.
Am I going to pay to watch this? No. Am I going to watch this? Yes. If you know what I mean, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I'm not going to pay for this. If you pay for this, don't. Text me. I can tell you how you can probably watch it
time. Right.
in other ways. Sorry.
No, it's
This is
dumb.
dumb. I mean, props to them for trying to get their money, and they will.
They'll get a lot of money.
They will draw a lot of money,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate for humanity.
It's comical.
It's ridiculous. Like, why? Why would you watch this?
It's just a waste of everyone's energy.
Yeah, like boxing, it sucks to see it turn into such a joke.
It really is because boxing is not much of a thing. It's all
used
about UFC now,
Yeah.
and boxing is just kind of like the stepbrother that gets these gimmick fights.
Yeah.
you know.
I think the last good fight I would say I watched was Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder,
Yeah,
because that was a legit
which that
heavyweight
wasn't
bout.
that long ago, but the fact that we only get one of those, like, it seems like every few years at best,
Yeah.
right? It's not good enough for boxing.
I can't remember the other guy who was a really good heavyweight.
Oh, so it was Wilder and then the guy with the glass chin.
Chiseled by the gods.
Yeah, what was his
Can't
name?
fucking remember his name,
Yeah.
but he's also like a legit heavyweight.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Which heavyweights is like what it's all about for boxing, in my opinion.
For sure.
Obviously, we saw Mayweather have his run as a
Well,
whatever.
I think we
class
all
he
watched Mayweather Pacquiao together.
was. Right. Shitty fight.
Shitty
Terrible.
fight. I think it went the distance.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with fight going the distance, but if it's not entertaining and like you got just guys dodging each other the whole time, that's lame.
For me, I'm a fan of the knockout artist. I want to see a knockout more than anything.
I would agree. That's why I kind of like UFC, but
At
I
least
don't.
at least like a knockdown.
Right, but I just don't love the whole grappling and the wrestling part of UFC. I think that's, to me, is kind of boring.
I agree because I don't think I appreciate it as much as like a fighter would,
Right.
although it's a part of the game.
Yeah. Because
But like when I watch UFC fights, the first thing I'm hoping for is a swinging knockout.
right, like even if it's a kick, I'm
Oh,
okay with
that too, yes.
Yeah, even if it's
any kind of knockout.
But I just don't need to see someone get strangled on the ground or having someone tap out like on the ground. To me, that's boring.
It doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
It's a respectful way to take somebody out,
yeah,
but I need a swinging fist or foot.
yeah. And I also hate when we're watching UFC and like the guys are like up against the cage, like struggling against each other.
It's all part.
To me, it's not good TV.
That's true. I'm sure Dana White probably thinks the same way, but it's all part of
It is the sport.
the strategy.
It is what the sport is, and everyone's got their different strategy. And there's like 5 different styles of arts that go into mixed martial arts
Of course.
or whatever. But yeah,
So
maybe more.
Just
Like,
don't pay for that fight.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Don't-
don't give in, please.
don't do it.
Don't do it. And with that being said, we will see you next week. Are you ready for us on a weekly basis?
Yes, sir. We're in there.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Peace.